So busy, but I've been thinking.
We're back to another episode, number 13, with my best friend named Casually Short. Oh shit. Hey. Okay, in the meantime, anyways, I'm so happy that it's another day of Simba 101, episode number 13. Woo! And on this special episode, my favorite person, as I always say, Miss Casually Short, aka my best friend, Saraya Costa, decided to join us in this episode. It was very last minute, and she came through. And we're not in my car today, we're at her place. So I think it just makes it extra more exciting. Oh, we're getting the love right away. Anyways, we're gonna give a 10-minute mark, but in the meantime, I'm gonna let her just talk about who she is meanwhile we start. If you guys didn't see her in the last episode, it was the first episode we did together.
First, and I think we were fourth.
Oh yeah, I think we did episode 1 and 4th or 5th. That was with Karina, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, want to introduce
Alright,
yourself?
hi guys. So I am young Simba's BFF. So just to keep things short, I am starting a YouTube channel, and it's very nerve-wracking because it's something new that I haven't done. Obviously, I'm not experienced in this. So hopefully, I'll keep her input included, so you guys can kind of see my process. If you guys want to go ahead and learn a little bit about me, you'll see it from there. And just hi guys.
Yay! I think we're just gonna start because I see a lot of you guys joined in right away on this new episode. So I'm hella excited to be sharing with you guys the topics that I have in store for you guys. And it's pretty interesting. I actually been finding a lot of stuff that just been kind of happening to me, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. And now I have my best friend to talk about it. So it's not only just me being a little weirdo. Well, because the music is kind of slowing down, I'm just going to get right into the topics. If you guys are new to this, Simba 101, as I always comment to every single episode, it's basically me discussing topics that I encountered from my past week, and we get into more detail and more depth as to what I think, or like what my opinions are. And of course, Simba 101 is always open to opinions from you guys. That is why I do an Insta Live, because it gives the person an opportunity to kind of share what your guys' thoughts are, whether it be live or if you guys want to DM me afterwards. I want to hear your guys' thoughts and views, okay? With that being said, let's get straight into the topics.
Right into it.
Right into it, girlfriend. Well, it's not going to be, normally, because normally if I know I have a guest, I try to pick topics that are between us, but because this episode was kind of fast, and I didn't know I was going to have a guest, they're kind of based on me, so I'm sorry.
You get a different perspective.
But anyway, so I'm pretty sure she's going to be relatable, or she's going to give me some pointers as to what I have to discuss as of today.
Possibly.
So the topics for the evening today are shy guys. Okay, so the reason why I chose this topic as of today, because recently, I've already had encountered a couple of people that tried to approach me and talk to me, and I've been seeing their stride, but the reason why I'm calling this topic is shy guys is because there's this one specific guy at work that I can see that he's interested in me, but doesn't take like that the initiative or that push. So I guess for this topic, I want to know 2 things, and I'm glad that you're here because maybe I can get like a different perspective, or it's just me being a weirdo. But this guy, as mentioned, he seems comfortable enough to talk to me now, but when is it the right time for him to give me that, oh, let's go have lunch or let's go out sometime? And I'm waiting for that moment. I'm kind of getting impatient because I actually dig this guy, but I feel like my personality is too much at times for him, so I don't know if that's what's kind of making him like be kind of standoffish. So I guess my question for this topic is, should I be the one to take initiative because I know he's shy, or should I just let him take initiative and then kind of let him deal with it? Or is it kind of taking away from his manhood because I'm trying to take that role?
Well, I personally think, with shy guys and stuff, it's not going to really change. Like, if they're going to be shy, they're not going to change who they are because they're shy. So, I mean, I think that you should be able to take the initiative for them because, I mean, at some point they're going to have to learn to do that for themselves. But if you really are interested in them, I think, you can't wait for them to just...
But it's like he's so, like, vulnerable. It's like, it's
well,
so...
girl, like, come on.
No!
Stop being shy.
I'm not being shy. The
Not
thing is
you,
that,
but him, like,
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing that I fight for every time I go into work, because he comes and looks for me, and now he's actually getting more into, like, oh, how was your day? Or, like, what have you been up to?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to just... And it's so funny because I've given this person a large, like, variety of opportunities for him to kind of just jump in and be like, oh, you like coffee? We should go get coffee someday. Or, like, I have dogs. You want to come? Because I know you like puppies or sometimes. Like, he's just like that. So I guess I don't want to ruin that moment for him, because what if this is, like, his first time that he actually likes a person and he wants to take that role?
I mean, but the thing is, like, how long are you gonna have to wait for
I
that?
don't know. I just don't
to
want
happen,
to ruin
you
it
know?
for him.
Like,
I don't want to be that
I mean,
one bitch where I ruin it for him. And
But
I'm
at
like,
the same time, you can't be that girl that waits forever. Like, literally, say you meet him in February, you're not gonna have him do a move until like December of the next year.
I guess the reason why I haven't taken that leap yet as well is because I have been taking the time to kind of focus on myself, so I don't mind kind of playing the waters and letting him do that. But I think if I was like in search of a relationship or trying to date somebody, I think I would have just like jumped on the gun and been like, boyfriend, we gotta go have some like coffee or some dinner or some shit because I like you.
Yeah.
And it's not because he has fucking colored eyes, man. Green motherfucking colored eyes. So yeah. For the people who are joining in right now, we were talking about the first topic, shy guys. There's this guy at work that it's basically a shy guy that's been approaching me but hasn't taken that risk to ask me out. Now, should I take initiative and ask the guy, or should I just wait? And we kind of covered that on the first spaces, and my best friend over here is telling me to just take the initiative and just tell him, hey, we should go out sometime. But then I feel like it's going to be kind of breaking out his little manhood. I don't want to do that to him.
Well, I don't know. Personally, I'm more for the, if you want it, you go get it. And, just kind of go ahead and, like, I mean, even if you want him to go ahead and do the whole thing for, like, the whole asking out, then maybe you should just, maybe push him to the point to where he's like, okay, if I feel, I feel that like shy guys are mostly insecure because they're not sure whether the person that they're trying to go after is, trying to feel the same things that they are. So they're shy about their feelings and they just kind of don't get to you, and like, they take their time because they're not insecure per se.
Have you ever had like a guy like that try to approach you or try to...
I personally have not, only because I've never given a chance to those guys, only because, not because I don't,
savage.
but not because I don't want to, not because I don't want to, but it's just because, I don't wait around for a guy that's going to take forever to, like, talk to me.
Ain't nobody wasting her time.
If the guy wanted to talk to me at some point, like, he should have asked, like, a long time ago, But, I mean, at this point, like, I would just say, just kind of, like, give him the green light to tell him, like, I kind of have, like, some type of feeling for you, so, I'm okay with you asking me out.
Would you get annoyed if a guy kept, like, giving you, like, little hints, like, he likes you, but doesn't take that extra step?
Personally, yeah, I would. Cause
I wanted to ask her that because I know how she is, guys.
I'd just be like, and then I'd probably ask him, like, straight up, like, well, do you like me or not? Like,
But that's the thing. Okay, that's another fear of mine. Like, okay, say I do take initiative and I am this independent woman and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna ask him because he doesn't have the guts. Will I scare him away? Like, that's like a 50-50 chance, right? Like, that I might...
But, I mean, if that's your personality already, I don't see why that would scare him if he would think that you would do that.
Well, the only reason why I have a certain doubt is because I have tried to invite him, but I've tried to invite him with a group of friends.
Well, yeah, he's not gonna know you're interested.
But that doesn't mean anything. I think if you're a very open-minded person, you're just gonna go, right?
But if he's not open-minded and he's shy,
Fuck you then.
he's shy.
Fuck this topic. Fuck this topic. Fuck this guy and being
He's
shy.
not gonna get the hint.
And the crazy thing is that this guy is like, he's always like work. Like literally, if you see him, I call him
the fucking Terminator. You know why? Why? Because he's just.
because he fucking goes from fucking point A to point B. That's all he does. And I feel fucking special when he gets out of that little like, you know, consistency. Like, oh, I'm gonna go to point B, then C. Like
Point A,
B,
maybe 8.5. Go back to
yeah,
B.
basically, and I think that shows a lot too, because when you see a certain person just doing the same shit over again, and then they get this like certain instinct, like, oh wait, I gotta stop now because now I have a certain interest on a certain thing or a certain person. So I find that pretty special. Not saying that he's pretty special.
I mean, that's that on its own. I think it's like it's pretty unique too, in the sense that, you know, I admire people like that too, that they get from point A to B, only because it's like, you know, they're so focused on what they're there to do.
Yeah,
Whether
it's like
work,
no bullshitting
it's
around,
school,
yeah.
or, you know, whatever it is, it's like, you know, they're just so focused that they don't let anything else distract them, and I admire that, you know. So I mean,
and he's
maybe,
actually
maybe if he's not used to being like so out of his comfort zone, like, one, that might be uncomfortable for him. Two, that could get him shy because he's not used to those.
Yeah.
And then, you know, three, it's just, you know, he has to go out and experience them, because if at some point, like, you know, he's gonna look back in his life and be like, well, like, you know, I never did anything else besides point A and B, like, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Which kind of leads me to my second topic, as in like the whole guy situation. I kind of apologize that I've been kind of making every single episode about guys, but that's just basically a point in my life that I'm in and I'm experiencing right now. So that's what Simba 101 is about. I'm sharing what I've encountered and experienced, okay? I'm so sorry, I keep coughing. I have my fucking allergies right now. But going on to the next topic. So we've already established shy guys. Best friend over here is telling me to just risk it. A couple of you guys commented and saying, yeah, go ahead, risk it. I'm still in doubt, but I think I'm gonna take that chance, because I have honestly nothing to lose, and if he does get scared about that, then that's his fault, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so going to the next topic of the night, kind of adding on to that first topic. So I've been recently embracing like what I like and what I don't like when it comes down to meeting a guy or dating a guy or being in a relationship. And I think you're one to kind of vouch for the fact that a lot of the guys that I have been in relationships really depend on me to kind of give it my all. Or do you think it's just me giving myself too much?
Okay, so here's the thing about about Jasmine, young Simba. So when she gets in relationships, she gives her 110%.
More than 110%.
And like she gives it her all from like beginning to end. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but necessarily the guys that she picks to give her 110% aren't necessarily like the guys that I feel are worth giving that 110% from beginning to end. Like, you know, maybe if you go ahead and, you know, once you get to know the person and you feel comfortable enough, like, you know, to be like, okay, like, you know, you mean this much to me, go ahead and give them your 110.
You know, the sad part about me is that you can give me like the minimal, like, how can I say it? Like, you can just give me
Like the smallest ounce of attention, and I'll fucking run with it. I'll love you.
But
like that's you know, that's not to be taken advantage of, because, you know, we're there to like meet. Korean are there to like regulate.
I think these girls regulate my ass, but
at the same time, it's like, you know, that's the one thing that sometimes it's not per se her, because if she was with the right guy, like, you know, by all means she'd have this wonderful relationship. She'll be able to, like, you know, just have a fun time. It's not to say like to settle down or anything, but it's just she'll be able to have a fun time and be able to enjoy herself, you know, among her friends, among him, just, you know, just within whoever she's with. But like a lot of the people that she dated, It's just like they weren't 110% material, you know? Like, it's just, it wasn't in the best circumstances, and honestly,
well, at least
it
at one
didn't
point,
end.
because I can kind of defend that every single guy so far that I have dated has shown me a certain happiness, but it's not consistent. I will say that.
But yeah, well, I mean, it's
like
true,
at one
though.
point, and I
For
think
her,
that's like
it'll
the
be
honeymoon.
different,
I
yeah.
think that's the honeymoon stage. It's like what they all say. It's like in the beginning, you're
But the thing
all
is,
in love.
they're
and
very,
everything.
very short. And like, I mean, what's the longest relationship you've had?
With Daniel, and that one broke my heart, dude.
Well, how
But
long was it?
like 9 months. 9 months or 10, and that's not even a year.
Okay, so say like that's 9 to 10 months. Like her honeymoon phase lasted a month, maybe.
and after that, it just went down to hill.
Yeah, so I mean that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, from beginning to end. I mean, of course, when you're in the beginning of a relationship, you wanna text, you wanna hug, you wanna hang
out, you want to do all this fun stuff. But like, I mean, in a 10-month relationship, within that first month, that was the happiest part. It wasn't a good thing, you know?
This guy says, have I ever considered dating online? Oh, fuck that. not that I have anything against dating online, but I think it kind of
I think it's more personal when it's like
Yeah.
face to face and you get to meet them.
no, but because that's the purpose of dating online.
But-
you meet them online and then you meet them in person.
But
But
the
I
thing
think
is, it's like
the thing with me, it's like
going out of your way to do that. That just seems to
no,
me
it's
like,
not even about that. It's about actually like because it's like how she's saying, I fall in love that quickly that I don't want to break my feelings. Fucking
the rejection, like, you know,
Yeah.
she likes that person, but the rejection they give her back.
I mean, it's like I
oh,
feel like
works.
I'm so sorry. I think that's another kind of adds on to the topic that's I've been kind of reflecting on myself. I am getting a little bit pickier as to the guys that I date because of
But I
the
think
stuff.
that's good because
Yeah,
you know,
standards
when
are
you're
good, guys,
picky,
yeah.
It's not to say that you know you don't like certain things. It's mostly to say like you know what you want.
You
and
recognize what you want.
That's
and
different from
it's
not
a learning
liking
thing.
certain
Yeah,
things.
it's
you know?
it's a
just-
process of learning.
You eliminate stuff you know will hurt you, and that's just a
Yeah.
better thing in my opinion. I mean that's not bad.
And another thing too, I want to clarify is that when it has come down to like dating or being with friends, now I'm kind of opening up the spectrum of friends and dating. When it comes down to guys, like I'm still open-minded to meeting a person and giving them a chance, but what I'm noticing now is that it's kind of sucks because a couple of guys that I have been hanging around recently, I've been kind of keeping a distance from them because right away my instincts are kicking in now. So this is topic number 2. It's about following my instincts when it comes down to guys. And I've been noticing that these guys have a certain interest for me, and right away I'm already noticing that what they like, I'm not liking. Like I'll be there, I'll be your
support
friend,
them and stuff.
but at the end of the day, I'm gonna give myself a limit and just take a step back because it's just not me. And there's one guy too that I know he really, really, really likes me, but I know deep down it's not gonna work out. And the reason why is because I've already seen, we've gone out a couple times as friends, and the certain ways that he kind of, like how he interacts with people, how he's not that open to things. I mean, we're still learning ourselves as an individual and what we like, and of course you're gonna have people that come into your life to kind of open those doors for you.
But at that moment in time, like you want somebody that's at the same level as you.
Yeah, at the same level as me. And it kind of sucks because at the same time you don't want to shut this person out of your life because maybe you are that one individual that impacts them and changes their perspective.
But the
in
thing
life,
is,
you know?
like if his friendship at this point means so much to you, and you know you feel those feelings for him, I would say just keep it as a friend. You don't have to turn all your friends into
but the
into
thing
lovers,
is that
you
the
know?
thing is that, and okay, adding on to that, now that we are friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you've already clarified that to him that it's just friends. Like one thing that annoys me the most is when, okay, the guy accepts it, he accepts the fact that we're just friends,
Yeah,
but he's still giving like little hints here and there, like,
to be more than friends.
yeah, even though I know it's something playful, I know I can do that too, but because I've already established with you that it's just a friendship, let's just keep it at that way.
Or you know, the one thing I felt that you know you could approach people like that is you can go ahead and be like, look, you know, at this point in time, you're just not what I'm looking for, and it's not to say you know you're a
But I
bad
have
choice for
done
me.
that.
But tell him more in the sense of like, you know, if you were a little more in this aspect of your life, like say for example, like you said, like he's not so open, or you know, he's not at that point where he's just willing to go out and try new things like you are, then I would just say like, look, these are the things I like to do, and at the moment it's just you're not that person that I'm willing to do that stuff with. Awesome. And you know, if you want him to be as a friend, and you just don't want to lose that friendship either, because if it really means a lot to you, then you know it's better to just be honest, so he knows exactly where he's at with you. And then he knows, okay, like, you know, maybe I am closed off, or like, you know, maybe I'm not as open-minded as I thought. So, you know, he can reflect that for himself, and, you know, at some point in, like, you know, the future, you guys are at the same page, you know, by all means, go for it. But like, if it's going to end up to the point...
But I just know it's not going to happen. That's the sad part.
But that's the thing. You have to, if you don't know, and you don't, if you want to pursue that, then I would say just give him a chance enough to, like, you know, get there, you know?
But I know it's not going to happen.
Alright, well, you know,
I'm sorry to say that. It's just when you have that gut feeling that you know it's not gonna go where, it's not gonna go where. I'm sorry.
But I trust your feelings too. Like, if anything, like your instincts
that's the second topic. Instincts
right.
are always right. Gut feelings are always right. And I'm gonna actually. This is going back to the instinct part, that for some reason I've always had an instinct with all of the guys that I dated, but I've never listened to them.
Well, now we know why.
Now
we know why you should.
So that's why it's important to listen to how you feel, listen to how they're treating you, and follow your instincts. I think it's very important on that end. And so far I've been kind of blindsided from that, and it's like, again, I'm so lovable and I'm so like caring that I tend to get blindsided by that, and I don't follow my instincts.
Well, I think you should give more like second chances to people who don't deserve it.
Yeah, but I shouldn't no more.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that a break.
I mean,
now.
maybe give second chances, but not the third, the fourth, and the fifth and sixth like she did.
Yeah, I would give like 100 chances. Actually, 100 chances, because fucking Daniel screwed me over big time. And
third tries, like, you know, the limit. You know.
Yeah, and also to kind of add on to this topic, there's also guys specifically that I've encountered as well that I have been talking to, and recently they're coming back, like they're slowly creeping back up.
Okay, yeah, I know what you mean.
And I'm gonna call this guy Brian. So Brian, I used to talk to him when we were in college, and then he was kind of like a fuck buddy.
Yeah.
So I only did my little deeds, and then but then the sucky part about this guy is that I actually started catching feelings for this guy. Mm-hmm. But then afterwards, he wasn't ready for a relationship, and then I got screwed over again. So I let it be, you know, we went both of our ways, and recently he reached out to me again, and then I've noticed again that I'm trying to be happy and like kind of connect that again, but I'm noticing that he again is using me in a sense of trying to experience life. Because recently he invited me to go to like out of state to kind of experience, I think it might have been Seattle or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. And me being so down and so adventurous, I was like, fuck yeah. But then I realized again, I'm like, because then he started going into like deeper conversation as to why he wanted to go out with me, and the reasoning was because he saw me how open-minded I was, how like out there I was, and I love experiencing shit, and it kind of it just made me realize that I don't think it was a good idea. Because again, he's not living life for himself. He's trying to live life through me. And that kind of sucks. Because then, again, that makes him dependent. Like, what do you think about that?
Well, I think this is a good, like, you know, kind of situation where I think you guys should be able to, like, give advice on.
Yes, give me advice, guys. Because clearly I don't know anything about that.
I remember this person that she says, she's talking about. And... well, for me personally, it's just like, you know, you don't want to go out and about and experience all these like life experiences with people.
One, you might not know so well that, you know, they're so far away. Two, they're not as experienced as you.
And, you know, and three, obviously, if they're trying to just have fun and like they're gonna go out of their way to take you all the way to Seattle, I mean, it's common sense. Don't do it, you know? But like, I mean, it's a decision she makes on her own, and by all means, I support it as long as she's safe. But like, what do you guys think? Like, what do you think?
Let me know. Is it a good idea to go out with this guy, or am I just fucking overthinking it again?
Because I personally think, like, you know, one, you don't know the guy. Two,
I mean, I do know him.
yeah, but you don't know him.
Yeah, I went to high school with him for 4 years.
But did you ever like go hang out with him
Outside? Yeah, I have. I went to the movies with him. Besides me fucking him, I did go out on dates with him.
But that's not like getting to know them. Like, you know, that's just a fun time.
Yeah, it is a fun time. Guys, be safe. Do not just go out with any guy. Don't be fucking irresponsible like me.
But like, you
clearly-
know, it's a tricky
It's an
situation.
experience. I think that's something that.
But you can't, like, the same way he's using you, maybe, like, you know, to experience things, you shouldn't do the same to him in the sense that because he's gonna provide it for you.
Oh no, how is he providing that for me? He's providing me the opportunity to go with him,
Yeah.
but that means I'm still paying for my ticket.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you know, you can't just run your way all the way over. Thanks,
Mama
Jack.
Simba is part of this chat. Give her a round of applause because she's staying up again and she's
Look,
in
I'm
Mexico.
taking care of your daughter here. She doesn't listen.
But yeah, actually, a side note, because I know an earthquake just happened in Mexico. So anybody who's out in Mexico, like my lovely mama, be safe. Stay indoors if you can. Try to avoid any like electricity, like, because I know the electricity out there is kind of different from here because they're just out there. Us, at least we have like fucking poles and shit, but to them it's really dangerous out there. So
You know, just stock up on you know, stock up on food, stock up on emergency stuff. You know, you never know, things like this can be just, it's very hard for people, and you know, at certain situations when it gets to be very serious,
yeah.
it's just, you know, it's better safe than sorry. Just stock up with anything that you can, and you know, just wait it out. You know, if you need
And be
help,
safe. Even if you're not nearby it, regardless, whatever disaster, like whether it be like a tsunami, earthquake, thunderstorm, just be safe out there, guys. I love you guys. Anyways, shy guys, following instincts, okay? Let's move on to the next topic of the night. Still talks about guys, okay? So sorry if I keep talking about guys.
go for it.
So recently as well, I've been cleaning out my closet and I've been getting some new clothes. My best friend complimented me today with my Levi's jacket, but that's not the case here. So basically, as mentioned, I'm cleaning out my closet and I'm noticing that I have a lot of clothing from my exes and people that I've dated, and occasionally I'll wear it because it's casual wear and I'm wearing it around my house. So I don't know if that makes me a weirdo if I still keep their fucking clothing, or
I mean, it's comfortable.
should I just toss
It's
it?
clothes.
I know, but you know, some people are like, it's fucking sentimental because, you know.
If it's sentimental to them, do you want it back? Like,
I mean, I
you
don't
can
know.
keep
I
it.
mean, I'm not talking about their perspective, but does that make me weird because I still have a lot of like, it's not even like guys that I were in relationships. There are some guys that I just like literally, it's a one night thing and that's it.
I mean, I personally, I was just like, well, it's just clothes, you know.
Because even my brother has even asked me, he's all,
Dude, this is not even my clothes. Who the fuck? Whose clothes is it? I'm like, oh, it's Pablo's or
fucking Francisco and shit like that. So I don't know. I guess for you guys who are on my Insta live, if you are in a relationship or not in a relationship and you're just dating like I am and being all cuckoo and crazy, do you guys keep your guys' ex's clothing or like materials? Because for some reason I also have pantuflas. I do, because there was this one time when actually it was on my birthday when I went to go sleep over Asshole's house. Jose's house. I'm just gonna name because he doesn't have me on Instagram. So I slept over Jose's. So it was my birthday. And because I didn't have no shoes, I was wearing heels.
Please don't tell me. He seems like the guy that would have like the loafers. With the chicken pie. You have the birote pantuflas. Oh no.
So basically, I slept over his house. We did what we had to do, and I woke up the next morning all fucking mocosa and shit with my hair
crusted as hell.
crusted as fuck, and you know. So I had my heels on, and he's like, "You're gonna walk out like that with basketball shorts?" And I'm like,
What, do you have anything else?
So then he fucking handed me his pantuflas, and to this day I fucking use those pantuflas.
Shit, they're comfortable.
They were fucking comfortable as fuck, but at the same time, make me a weirdo for keeping that shit. Cause what has he done with those chanclas? I don't even know. He's probably been outside fucking stepping on shit and I don't even know.
It's like fucking.
But yeah, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Cause clearly I have literally like a little section.
A little bin box of old people,
Like
old friends, old exes, old lovers, old shit, you know.
So I have like a little section as mentioned, and they're actually pretty good clothes. Cause so far the guys that I've dated, they're like on spot on the brand. Like I kind of want to give
Girl,
it.
you know
I
what?
kind of want to give it to her
I
for her
would say-
Depop or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, girl, you know, just sell that shit, you know.
This is a little sponsorship.
You know, you have it, might as well just sell it, make a little extra cash.
But yeah, and I don't know if that's a good thing either, because every time that I do put on that clothes, I know it's just clothing, but it does remind me of that person.
That's where it comes into play, where, you know, if you know it's gonna affect you emotionally, get rid of the baggage, you know, just get rid of it. You don't want it. No.
But you gotta get rid of it. So I don't know, because I think if Karina was here, she was telling me, like, I mean, her previous relationship, I'm not gonna get into detail because it's her life, but she did throw away all her shit from her ex, which is understandable. She didn't want to have no memories about this person and stuff, but shit, I'm trying to be comfortable. I'm trying to live the
Like
comfortable
you know,
life.
they said threads are threads, you know. It's meaning only if you give them to them. So, but once it gets to be like, you know, you get memories about it, and if you don't like them, get rid of it, you know?
Have you kept anything?
Fuck that, like, you know. First of all,
I don't accept shit from people unless I know it's serious. Second of all, if I do keep it and something ends, guy, you're having your shit back, cause
Oh, so you give it back to the person, you
Well,
throw it away.
no, what the fuck? No.
I would throw that shit away.
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and ask them, do you want it? If they say no, do whatever you
What
want
if
with
it's
it.
been a while, like
Toss.
weeks, 2 weeks, and they haven't asked for that shit back?
Well, fuck, that shit's trash now.
Oh, fuck.
You can find it at the local dumpster. Like,
Oh,
fuck, I'm not gonna keep
Now
it.
you know. Too many laughs, too many calls. I'm fucking going crazy right now because of the stupid allergy code you gave me.
My friend here says, I think it depends on how the relationship ends and who ended it. Yeah, exactly. You know, if they ended it, you know, by all means, everything they give you is you, like it's yours. You know, do what you want for it. But if it's you, just, I mean, out of courtesy, I would think it's best to just give it back to them, right?
I haven't. Well, I haven't. So I don't know what the fuck to do with it. Anyways, alright, so we established shy guys, embracing the instincts when it comes down to guys, cleaning out my closet because I still have clothing from exes and dates and all this
Old stuff.
Am I a Susie after that? And lastly, we're gonna end the last topic with my goal in a relationship, which it can change, as mentioned. I think we're learning as who we are as individuals, so our perspective and what a relationship is and how we want it to be changes within time. And I think she could actually vouch for that too, right? Because you're in a relationship, so
Yeah, I'm in a relationship, and I mean, on the 23rd of this month, we get to be 7 years. So that is my longest relationship. Honestly, like, I mean, it's just say at the same time, like, you know, because I know what I want, and because I tend to go towards the things I know, and I'm sure this is exactly what I want at this moment in time. You know, it's easier said than done to say things for a single person. I mean, by all means, I understand that. But at the same time, you know, I totally remember, you know, still dating, and it's, I mean, even now, every
show
once
some
in a
love,
while.
guys. She's speaking out of her ass right now. Show those lovely hearts. Show those fucking lovely hearts, whoever's there.
Way to break a groove. But like, you know, at the same time, like, you know, when you see somebody, like, you know, struggling, and it's like, it's easier said than done, like, you know, to tell them, like, you know, this is what you should do, this is what you might
the
get
hearts are coming in.
that might get you better results. But, you know, at the same time, you know, you tend to go towards the things that you hold yourself like at a high standard. So I would just say that, you know, give yourself the benefit of the doubt to just try things, but like at the same time, listen to the people that made it already, like in the sense that, you know, their relationship is working to some sense, you know, because something's working for them to stay that long. So, you know, they have something right.
And this doesn't mean that you have to follow their same path. I think it's just like pointers.
You know,
same thing that your parents
yeah, and
do,
at
you
the
know?
same time, like, you know, don't think that everything they give you is like, you know, word, because at the same time, you know, you never know at the end of that whole the process, you know, later on in the future, you know, God forbid that, you know, they just don't end up being together anymore. And, you know, I mean, I personally don't think that, but, you know, you never know what happens. You know, at some point, like, you know, I make a mistake that's stupid, or he does, and it's just like, you know, that's just life.
I think one major thing that I've also realized for myself is that I'm not trying to compare, say if I'm dating somebody, I'm not trying to compare them to my ex, but the fact that I'm still thinking about how I used to have fun with my ex.
Or
is
how
that,
he just messed up.
No, I'm not even thinking about the negative. I'm thinking about like everything positive that whoever I've been in a relationship have shown me. If I'm still thinking about that, I think the person that I'm currently with is not doing a good enough job to like satisfy my needs or the wants that I have.
So then my question to you is like, so what standards do you hold them up to? Like, what is your ideal relationship?
I don't know. I think I'm still in the process of learning that. I think I used to say that I'm so open to giving people chances, and they've noticed it because I brought them like a variety of guys that I've been in relationships with, from fucking being hella punker to like being hipster to being paisita to being chuntis as fuck. So I think like I'm still open to it. I think it's just the fact of how now how they treat me. Like I'm focusing on that more and having them treat me with consistency, not just like I said for that one time span of a frame. And sorry, I'm kind of losing my breath here.
Get your
I'm good. And secondly,
drink some water.
I will. I'm not superficial and I don't really care for looks, but now I do. Cause I think, hey, if I take the time to wake up every morning and look good and dress up and fucking perfume myself even though I didn't take a shower and shit, and I'm fucking putting deodorant as fuck, not saying that I do that, wink wink. But I mean, just the fact that I'm taking that extra step to do that, I also
that person should
take that extra step, you know?
Yeah, I see what you
there's
mean.
There's been
yeah.
potential guys out there that I actually would date, but what's stopping me from dating them
is the way they like dress, the way they smell, or like just the way they act.
Yeah, and I'm not like that because I already have. Keep in mind, and it could go for a guy or girl. A lot of times we have a certain lifestyle in our minds that we want to live. So, at least for me, I'm taking that big time in consideration because now I'm thinking about my career, but I'm also thinking about my future and how I want to live and how I want to grow old.
Yeah.
So, if I have a guy that is stuck like fucking, can't say old traditions, but stuck in just like, in a comfort. Like, there's no progress, there's no...
Well, define that. Like, what do you mean comfort? Like, comfort in what?
Like, they haven't grown out of their fucking high school style.
Oh, mentality.
Well, not mentality. Like, the mentality has matured, but their way that they're clothed and the way that they still... Well, yeah, they still kind of act is still like high school. Like, I don't want that. And it's kind of hard to date a person our age because we're fucking in our 20s and not a lot of guys are...
There yet. Mentally.
And it can be for girls too, girls and guys, because I see myself like when I was.
That's why I tend to date people that are, you know, I used to. I used to date people that are older than me. Even now, my boyfriend
doesn't make a difference though, because
my boyfriend's older than me.
The last guy that I dated.
Oh my god.
He's fucking 28 and he still acted like a kid. So
yeah, but I mean, that was I don't know. That was some other shit. I don't know.
But let me know, guys. I would want to hear your guys' standards. I know it's not going to be compared to what I want, but I think it kind of gives me a better perspective as to like what
options.
Yeah,
the options are always good, you know, because you're stuck in one perspective. You think of another one, but it's better to have a bunch of options and then
yes, ma'am,
pick the best, you know.
Yeah. So tell me,
if that works for you.
What do you look up in it? Like, what do you look in a relationship? Like, what's key to your guys' themes for relationships? Like, what triggers that? You know. Damn, it's still early. Shit, we went through the topics pretty good. Good job, best friend. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Dream work.
But yeah, let me go down again the list of topics that we had today. Shy guys. Embrace your instincts, people. So, for the shy guys that are out there, don't be afraid to fucking make that move. I mean, the least that you can expect from a response from a girl or a guy is they're gonna either say no or they're gonna say fuck yes or I'm gonna give this person a chance. And then from there you're gonna find out.
You know what? I think it's the one thing I've noticed too is, you know, with guys, because I've asked a guy out before and oh my god, I swear, like guys, like you guys have to be like you know, not giving up on the person that you wanna like, you know, go out with, because it's so scary to go and ask a person like, you know, oh, do you want to go out? And then, you know, with a guy, it's always their job, and to be constantly rejected. I mean, personally, my feelings would be so hurt. I probably wouldn't have a boyfriend, but I mean, I didn't ask my boyfriend out.
But keep in mind, that's what a lot of guys go through.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's like, you know, I mean, I give you props for trying, but at the same time, be respectful in how you try. So I gotta give them that.
Preach it,
It
girl.
was scary, you know?
Well, I don't know.
One time I did. That thing was scary. Like, that's it. Like, I'm done.
I mean, who knows? I think for maybe for the next episode on Simba 101, episode number 14, I think I'm gonna talk about that. Maybe I will.
Maybe she will make the choice to
I
go
will
up
make
to
the
him.
choice.
How she felt, what happened.
If I shit in my pants.
Ask for the details.
Yes, ask for the details, guys, because I'm gonna be super open about how I freaking approached them, what fucking underwear I was wearing that day. But yeah,
Musty as hell.
fucking sweating as fuck. We can see the shiny ass forehead I have right now. Fucking Sarai's light over here.
Down, because it's hot.
But yeah, so shy guys, don't be shy. I'm gonna try to not be shy either and not be that intimidating to the guys who are shy.
At least not yet.
Yeah, at least not yet. And then
Maybe later on.
embrace your instincts, guys, because clearly that's what I've been missing out for like these past couple of years, and now I'm embracing that. She has been embracing that, I'm assuming, because she's fucking doing good in whatever she's doing, whether it be school, relationship, family, anything.
And quick tag in, I will be starting a new YouTube channel for myself. Obviously it's going to be with stuff that I'm doing, whether it's vlogs, lifestyle, whatever it is, depending on what I want, of course. So go ahead and follow me. I am going to be posting my first video tomorrow.
Tomorrow, guys.
Tomorrow at 10 a.m. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Sarai2195. And I will be putting it on the link on my bio so that you guys can see and probably get to know me a little bit. And, you know, later on we'll be seeing where I go, because
And you'll be seeing me there too. It should be fun.
I don't know where I'm going, guys. So, you know, it'll be really dope if you guys can go check it out tomorrow. It'll be the first one. Obviously, there's room to evolve like she has.
Yeah,
you know.
and I'm so happy you guys have been interacting and actually joining these episodes.
That's so exciting, guys. That's honestly, I think that makes it the fun part, you know, the fact that, you know, people are interacting, talking about it, giving opinions, especially with the comments and stuff, especially because you get to see our reactions. I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
So, you
and
know?
even for the people who DM me, it's not live, but the people who do send me messages, shout out to you guys, because, man, I'll be getting my little
Heart all warmed up over here.
And it feels good, like she says, you know? Compliments are always good, even if they're negative shit, and even if you do send me, like, oh, Simba, you need to work on this shit, cool, I'll take that critique.
Criticism is welcome.
So, yeah, kind of adding on to her little shout out for her new vlogging that she's going to be doing. On top of that, do you want to share with them about what your boyfriend's doing for Movember?
Okay, yeah, so he is doing he's going to be riding a motorcycle from point A to B in show of appreciation for people that are going in and checking out for men's health. I mean, we as women, we don't know how that's affecting men mentally, physically, emotionally.
But what is it that they're being affected by?
So that one is for the prostate cancer. And I'm pretty sure we can link it in her
Well, I'm going to be doing a special flyer for that, so whoever's following me and actually want to donate or just support, I'll be directing a link to her boyfriend.
It's a cause that you will be able to donate, and I mean, you can put in as much as you would like, at some point. He wants to raise, I think, $500. But we'll go ahead and look into the details.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's just a fun cause, you know, for prostate cancer, men's health, and, you know, that's such an important cause, because I think,
And how fun. I love motorcycles. So
yeah,
that's
so,
fun.
you know, we'll get a little shout out for him here, and, you know, we'll put the information. I'll go ahead and give it to her so you guys are able to see it. And you
also,
guys can
I'm pretty
support.
sure she's probably going to put it on her vlog too, in her link. So
Yeah.
if it isn't from me, it'll come from her. But besides doing that shout out for her boyfriend when he's helping out, and it's such an amazing cause, my aunt, there's an aunt, her name is Maria. She's my uncle's fiance. It's Maria Cabezas. I will tag her on my link as well. But recently she has encountered a couple of obstacles in her life, and one of them is school. She's having a lot of trouble in trying to fund that, or even trying to go to school, because she hasn't fully completed her financial portion of school. So they're kind of denying services to her, and she started a GoFundMe to kind of support that. So shout out to her, and I'm going to be adding a link on my profile for that, to kind of, you know, to see if any of you guys are willing to kind of donate. It's a good cause. It's for her school. She has 2 lovely kids in her life, and she's a hardworking mom, and the fact that she's still going to school and taking care of these 2 kids, full-time mom, and still be a wife, that's fucking amazing. Like, I can't picture myself there. Like,
honestly, I'm barely doing enough as it is with my dog, my 2 cats, and my boyfriend, and this chaotic house. Nah, like, I mean, that takes a lot. Yeah. I mean, I can only imagine with kids.
Yeah, you
and
have
I
to
work
be
with kids, but it's like, you know, it's different. You know, living with them, having to like cater to them. I mean, that's
and clean their poopy.
that's superhuman power shit I don't have yet.
I mean, and then just to add on to that, shout out to all the females who are in that position.
Single moms,
moms, or anybody. You guys fucking embrace your females in your life. I mean, vice versa too with guys, but you know, us women could actually multitask. Crazy. We're like
crazy.
octopuses.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, like as she said, we don't have kids, but hey, family members like such as my little sister or like my brother. Or
babysitting counts.
Babysitting does count, and it actually feels like they're my kids, because I'm picking them from school, still bringing them home. They still ask me, "Hey, I want to eat."
You
Guess
have to
what?
be firm with them. Tell them, like, you know, take me to
McDonald's. Like, no, there's frijoles and rice at home.
I have a kitchen right now.
But like, you know, yeah.
Yeah, but do you get that? And it's kind of like it's hard. Being a female is hard, but it's so beautiful at the same time, because we can do so much shit. And we can give birth to another fucking human being. Like, that still fucking mind blows me.
I mean, I haven't experienced it.
No, but I'm saying is that, like, in future to come, we're
Maybe.
gonna be able to give kids, you know?
The ability, maybe, you know. Do I want it? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we're not in that stage yet if we do or we don't want kids. Like I said, we're still trying to figure out what we truly want. But ultimately, our bodies are, like, fucking machines. They're war machines. So
yeah, and you know, I think it's just, you know, that extra love you get from other people to acknowledge it. You know, sometimes, I mean, personally, I feel as women, we get stuck in the mentality of, you know, oh, I really want to do this, or, you know, I want to try that, but, you know, is it going to really work, or how's other people going to think about me? You know, especially as a girl, a woman, a young lady, however you want to call it. You know, you feel judged more often with other girls, only because, you know, that's what other girls do. And not to say you're one of them, but it's just how they come off, and that's how they've been raised, to criticize other people only because it's easier to, like, you know, say maybe I can do that better, or maybe, you know, she should have done this.
Competition.
Don't you know, that's the one thing, you know, I kind of realized, and I feel that it's important to address. You know, just keep the mentality of doing it for you and not for anybody else, and you know, just focus on yourself and encourage other women that are wanting to do the same thing, because, you know, it takes courage. It really does. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I really like how we ended it to being from, like, guys to girls. Fuck yeah. Girls always end up being... That's the new fucking movement, okay? Female is the future.
Yeah.
Female is the fucking future. So, guys, be prepared, okay? That one. No, just kidding. Anyways, so we're gonna end this lovely night,
It's very hot night.
Hot night because I'm fucking dying in here.
It's just my house that's hot, but
I'm fucking wearing a jacket, so
Yeah,
that's why
I'm sweating.
I'm like coughing and shit right now. But I'm glad that you were able to provide your house to me to do episode number 13 of Simba 101.
And soon to be my vlogs.
Yes, please tune in tomorrow at 10 in the morning.
10 in the morning, but of course my link will be in my Instagram at Sarahi2185.
Yes, do that.
You
Do
can
that.
check it at any time. Of course, everybody, you know how YouTube works, so hopefully you know how that goes.
Yes. So, with that being said, we're ending the night. Thank you guys so much for being part of Simba 101 episode number 13. Stay tuned for episode number 14. Who knows? I may have a guest, I may not have a guest, but the important thing is that you guys join me, interact with me, I interact with you guys, and that's just what Simba 1 is all about.
The fun part.
The fun part. Getting reactions, getting laughs,
Yeah.
getting fucking fuck yous and all this kind of bullshit. Anyways, I'll see you guys. You guys have a safe night. I love you. And stay tuned for episode number 14.
I burned myself, I just had to touch it.